We got some sweet petty revenge. We got a Facebook post. I was in a long McDonald's drive-thru this morning and the young lady behind me honked her horn because I was taking too long to place my order. I thought to myself, take the high road.
Is punching allowed on the high road?
So when I paid for my food at the first window, I paid for both our orders. The lad at the counter must have told her what I'd done as she leaned out the window, waved, and mouthed, "Thank you." Obviously embarrassed, I had repaid her rudeness with kindness. They do say, you know, kill them with kindness. Well, Slim Gomez says that. So when I got to the second window, I showed both receipts and took her food too. Now she has to go back to the end of the queue and start all over again. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so savage. I just genuinely thought the story was gonna end on you embarrassed her by, you know, kindness, taking the high road. No, we didn't. We made her believe we were taking the high road and then we actually took the lowest of the road. I love that. I would not love that happening to me. I just love how savage that was. That is not what I was expecting. This happened almost a decade ago with my first boyfriend. He was a manipulative, selfish, raging D-bag, and I was a 16-year-old with no self-esteem, as most of us were at that time. A match made in hell. He basically lived at my house and had me cook for him all the time. He was trying to impress one of my gangster pot growing neighbors so he would have me make them snacks multiple times a day. His favorite thing to eat was French fries. I would be making 3 or 4 batches a day. Since I was cooking so many fries, I would keep the Crisco I used to fry them in an empty coffee tin in the fridge. Hold on, y'all. What the fuck is a Crisco? Crisco. Crisco shortening? It's made of palm oil soybean. Okay, so it's kind of like an ingredient. Over the course of the 3 days, the Crisco smelled exactly like potatoes. So my ex asked me to make some fresh French fries yet again. I'm the only one paying for them, by the way. Yeah, why can't you be like, make your own freaking French fries? When I tried to serve myself a plate of fries I had just cooked, he yelled at me and said these were for only him and his friend. He took the whole heaping plate and ran off. My blood was boiling and I plotted revenge. I waited for the Crisco to solidify. Ew, and I whipped it with a fork so it looked like mashed potatoes. Because of the many batches of fries, it smelled like mashed potatoes too. Now I just had to wait. Soon enough, my ex was back and he was still hungry. And because all of the pot, he smoked with my neighbor. He had the balls to ask me for more fries. So I sweetly told him I'd make mashed potatoes for him while he was gone. He was so pleased. He said, "Thanks, babe," and took the biggest spoonful he could straight out of the pot. He put the overflowing spoon straight into his gob with a huge smile on his face. His smile quickly turned into disgust and he started violently throwing up in the sink. He never asked me to make fries again in our short relationship. I broke up with him, by the way. Okay, good. I was hoping we were gonna get that result because why are you making this man French fries anyway? Oh, my boyfriend told me and asked me, no, we can say no. Are you gonna pay for those? Why don't you make me French fries for once? What a story about French fries. I don't know if I've ever read a story about French fries before. What a simple subject that was. Someone at work kept stealing my sister's cherry Cokes out of the fridge, so she rubbed the top of the can with habanero pepper. Hope this will prevent them from stealing. I would probably die. I would physically die. I cannot handle spice. I am such a wimp. Also, have not had a cherry Coke in probably 15 years. I don't even remember the last time. I remember trying it once in high school. That sounds so good. I don't even like pop, but a cherry Coke, something about that sounds yummy. My friend in high school was such a drama queen. It sounds like me. But it worked out hilariously sometimes. He was cut off by a driver who had no brake lights, and it pissed him off so badly that he followed until a cop was behind, merged around the guy, and then brake checked him so the cop would see that he had no brake lights. The holler he let out when the cop pulled the other guy over is still one of the funniest moments of my life. That's genius, though. That's incredible. That's genius. That is dramatic. I am a drama queen, and I have always been a drama queen. I'm pretty sure I won an award for that in high school. I think I still have it actually in my memory box. If I ever find it, I'll let you know. But I don't know if I would go that far. I'm not that smart, to be honest. I'm not that witty. I would never think to do that. What a combo that must be, to be dramatic, but also smart. Can't relate. Went to a restaurant for brunch. Upon receiving my bill, I noticed a $3 charge for table linen. Pardon? As I was leaving, I folded up the tablecloth. The waiter said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I paid for it. I'm taking it home." And I did. Okay, but what do you mean? What do you mean a $3 charge for table linen? Absolutely not. Is that a thing? Have you guys ever experienced that? Because in fact, you're coming home. Why am I paying for your tablecloth? If that's the case, I want it. I would like it. What do you mean? Table linen? No. That can't be real. Went to a restaurant for lunch during a work shift. Out of 3 parking spots, somebody decided to park across every single one. How big was their car? So I decided to park within half a foot from my passenger side to his driver door. Ordered and got my food and noticed an older 60+ man leave and walk in the direction of our parked cars. When I left and walked towards my car, sure enough, he was there, a tray of drinks in one hand and a bag of food in the other, just absolutely struggling to get into his vehicle. He called out about why I parked like this, and my only reply was, "Why did you park across 3 spots? Park like an ass, you better expect to be treated like one." Ooh. I mean, yeah. I don't know how you just park across 3 spots. What's the reasoning for that? There's got to be no reason. If all 3 spots are empty, I need to know the logic in this man. Did he just genuinely not know or understand? No. Like, how are you parking across 3 spots if they're all open? Because we all know if we were in that situation, we would not be happy about it, especially if there's only 3 spots. My college roommate had a bad habit of leaving her things in piles on our bathroom floor until there was almost no space to walk to the bath or toilet. I would lose my mind. Not just clothes, but change, jewelry, deck of playing cards, knitting needles, books, hairpins, scarves, earbud, headphones, keys. Okay, wow, the list goes on and on. One day she left $40 scattered with the mess, so I put the money in one of her lesser used bathroom drawers. Okay, I'm surprised you didn't take it if I'm being fully honest. Originally, I put it there to protect it from our 3rd roommate and her friends. Very mindful, very considerate. When I came home the next day and noticed she was clearing her mess in an effort to find it, I decided not to tell her where the money was until our bathroom floor was spotless. It forces her to clean, I get it. Afterwards, I decided it would be too awkward to tell her the truth, so I just left the money wadded up in her hamper as I'd found it on the floor. She was ecstatic when she found it on laundry day. After that, her bathroom piles never got quite as big. Yeah, that would be kind of awkward to be like, "Oh, by the way, I hid your money in this drawer here so that you would pick up all this mess."
It's social psychology.
Yeah, kind of smart though. That's one way to get her to clean up her bathroom without the confrontation of it. I thought you were gonna say that you just took the money. She's petty, but she's not a thief. One of my roommates kept stealing my Pop-Tarts. So I ordered a little UV fingerprint powder off Amazon. Oh my God, this is so dramatic for Pop-Tarts. And dusted it over the packaging. Next time a Pop-Tart got stolen, I checked all of my roommates' doorknobs for the powder with the backlight and found out who was stealing my breakfast. Alex, you still owe me a box of cinnamon frosted Pop-Tarts, you dick. Wow. Okay, why do I want to go on Amazon though and buy some of this just for fun? I can just go and get fingerprint powder off Amazon and have like my own little investigation. Oh, that'd be so fun. I don't know what I'd be investigating. That's really funny. All over pop. You know what? You know what though? I'd be doing this if someone was stealing my pickles. So who am I to judge over some Pop-Tarts? At my previous job, we had separate refrigerators for the different shifts. Our food was constantly being stolen or messed with. One day, my buddy and I decided to make a nice cherry cheesecake out of cooking lard. Ew. Oh God. Whew, the texture. We finished it off with graham cracker crust and cut a couple of slices out of it since we knew the thief wouldn't be brazen enough to take the first bite. Smart thinking. We never found out who the thief was, but we never had to worry about anyone messing with our food ever again. Imagine that, you guys. Imagine going in for a nice bite of what you think is going to be a delicious cheesecake with graham cracker crust. My favorite. I love cheesecake. And then you get cooking lard. I could gag just thinking about that. The texture, the taste, nope. No, thank you. I really want cheesecake now. My sister said she's making one for Thanksgiving next weekend. The dairy is gonna kill me. My brother did something to annoy his then girlfriend. So she took the labels off all his canned food / tins in the cupboard. Are you opening a tin of beans or a tin of tomato sauce or cat food? Kinda hilarious. Kinda genius, actually. I guess if the cans too are the same size and shape, you genuinely have no idea. And then it could be a waste of food and you'd have to like Tupperware everything at that point because I would not want to be wasting all that food. And you can't smell through it. Ooh, that's actually pretty freaking genius. I'm not gonna do it, but I might like back pocket that just in case as like a funny prank. That's not really funny. It's kind of cruel. One time my dog came into my room and jumped on the bed while I was sleeping, waking me up. I scolded her and told her to get down. She slowly hopped off the bed, turned to look at me, sat down, and while maintaining eye contact, scooted her ass across the floor, leaving a nice little poop mark. Looked away, stood up, and left. I miss that little gremlin. Guys, I have to tell you, Lila did this. She's never done anything like this at that time, it was like 9 years that I had her, okay? She's a great dog. This one time, Matt and I just started dating and we made like this whole taco dinner night and we were eating them in my bedroom on the bed. Like I set up this whole picnic thing. It was so cute because I had a roommate at the time, so I didn't want to be out in that area. I made a whole picnic and we were watching a movie on the bed and we had all the food and she kept trying, she wanted the food. So I put her on the floor and I blocked off because she was too little to jump on the bed. She was too short, she's too small. I took away her little step stool so that she couldn't get on the bed. I swear to you, she looked me in the eye, lifted her leg, and just peed while looking me in the eye and just peed and then just walked a few steps away and just sat there. Just sat there. I've never witnessed something like that in my entire life. Matt and I could not stop laughing. I was like, this bitch, and trying to humiliate me with the guy I just started dating. I love her though. I heard of this guy who found out his girlfriend cheated on him. So he put mass gainer powder in her smoothies for a month and she gained like 15 pounds. As someone who works out often, I would be devastated. I would be so mad. Because you imagine like if she lived this healthy fit lifestyle and she's like trying so hard, she's like, I don't understand. Why am I gaining this weight? This reminds me of Mean Girls.
It burns carbs. It just burns up all your carbs.
Regina George eating those protein bars for weight loss. Meanwhile, they're weight gainers. Oh, that's exactly. You got the idea from there. You got the idea for Mean Girls. Let's be honest. I caught my flatmate telling lies about me to some mutual friends. I made plans to move out next month. In the meantime, she went out of town for a week and left her car parked in its usual spot in the parking lot. I threw birdseed on it every morning and evening. Oh. Sorry. My gadget is ringing. I cannot come to the phone. No! Siri, stop. Oh my God. I need to get used to this Apple Watch. I threw birdseed on it every morning and evening, so when she came home, the birds wouldn't leave her car alone. Forget the birdseed? Imagine the amount of shit on her car. Oh my God. They're just been getting all that fiber and just hanging around the area. They're bound to just take a dump on it. I had a roommate in college that would blare their TV in the room and talk loudly on speakerphone well into the night. That's so annoying. I was young and too big of a wussy to confront them about it. After a semester, I had enough. One time before going out, I put my speakers up against our shared wall and blasted Anya's Only Time on endless repeat. I also locked my doors so they couldn't come in to turn it off. I got back around 3 a.m. Okay, but I'm not only thinking about the roommate, I'm also thinking about the neighbors, because I'll be pissed if my neighbors start getting revenge on each other because they're roommates and they're annoyed with each other, but then I have to deal with all of it too and hear it as well. I'm getting mad. Like, this is happening to me. This has not happened to me. See, I'm a drama queen. Oh no. On that note of being dramatic, let's hop on the hydration station. Let's take a cleansing breath as well. I hope you're having a good day. Cheers. My company has a password policy that locks your account after 3 wrong password attempts. A few times when someone irritates me, I'll lock my computer, switch users, and enter their username with a wrong password 3 times so they get locked out. Now they have to deal with the help desk to unlock their account. All because they irritated you? That's pretty bold for just being annoyed. Do you know how many times I'm annoyed by other people? Especially at previous jobs, you know, you just don't vibe well with some coworkers. Maybe you're in a bad mood, you're just annoyed. I'm not out here doing that. All for people who just irritate you. Oh my God. If we all got revenge on just simply being annoyed by someone, it would be a darker place. Stay classy out there, stay sassy. I'll see you tomorrow.